So medication is to be given at the rate of 6 milligrams per kilogram per day in divided doses. The patient weighs 68 kilograms. Even before I read the question or the questions, I see that I have to actually discover how much this specific patient will need of that drug. But let's read the question. What is the total daily dose the patient will receive? And the next one is, what is the 6-hourly dose? So first we're just dealing with the total daily dose, which is the case because that rate is for the full day. So one calc we can do is use a box where the have and the want will be slightly different from the usual interpretation we give, but the have here is that rate. The have is the 6 milligrams per 1 invisible kilogram. It's the two quantities connected as a ratio, 6 milligrams per 1 kilogram of body weight. Now the weight of the patient is 68 kilograms, so that needs to sit on the bottom because we want the matching units, and it's kilograms of body weight. That's why it doesn't sit on the milligram, which is the quantity of drug. So here we proceed as the same way. We just multiply the main diagonal and we get 60 milligrams multiplied by 68 kilograms and divide by 1 kilogram. Even though 1 kilogram doesn't make any difference in the division, it's good to be consistent and write everything down. So what happens here? The kilograms cancel out. 6 times 68 divided by 1. Well, 68 is hard to work with in my head for the estimation, so I'll do 70. 6 70s. 6 sevens are 42, so 6 70s should be 420. So then what we do is we push the buttons of our calculator and we get the accurate answer, 408, which is good enough. 408 is not too far away from 420. It's the size of the answer. It's not 40.8 or 4080. It's 408. And the unit is milligrams. Because we used the information about the whole day, the concentration, or not the concentration, but acting as the concentration, the rate at which the drug has to be given is per day. This answer here will be per day. So question A, total daily dose 408 milligrams per day. Now, when we are asked to calculate the 6-hourly dose, first thing we have to do is translate what 6-hourly means. Another way of saying 6-hourly is to say every 6 hours. Because the quantity we had originally was per day, one full day has 24 hours, and if we're going to give this drug every 6 hours, so 24 hours, every 6 hours, how many lots of 6 hours are we going to have? 6, 12, 18, 24. So basically all we are doing is dividing the full day, which is the idea, into 6-hour lots. And we have exactly 4 of those because 4 6s are 24. So 4 times a day. So 6-hourly will mean 4 times a day. That means the answer in A, which is the 408 milligrams, which is the full day. It cannot get any bigger because now we're going to go down to the single dose of the 4 doses we're going to give over 24 hours. What do we do then? We simply have to divide that by 4 to see how many milligrams we give each time. So dividing by 4 is this, well, this one here is not too bad, isn't it? 4 goes into 400 once, and 4 goes into 8 twice. So we have 102. We could use the calculator, but we could also just use the idea of dividing by 4 is dividing by 2. So 408 halved is 204. Divided by 2 again, 102. So, I mean, of course, you can always use the calculator, but it is nice to be able to do those mental calcs. So 102 milligrams every 6 hours. Or per dose, we could say. We could probably even write it as 102 milligrams every 6 hours. Now, we could actually try and think about solving this problem if we wanted without the box, which is no problem again. So we know that every kilogram of body weight requires 6 milligrams. So if we have 68 kilograms, we need 68 times more. So that's why some people will simply say, hey, all we need to do here is actually multiply the quantity of a drug by the 68 kilograms, because for each 1 kilogram of body weight we need 6. So if we had 2 kilograms, we can even think on the side here, if it's 6 milligrams for 1 kilogram of body weight, if hypothetically the patient weighed 2 kilograms, we would need twice as much. If the patient weighed 3 kilograms, we would need 3 times as the original. 3 6s, 18. If we had a patient weighing 10 kilograms, we would need 10 times as the original, so 60 milligrams. But now we have a patient weighing 68 kilograms. We need 68 times more than the original, which is the calc we did before. 68 times 6, 408 milligrams. So it's a matter of just multiplying, and that would be good enough for our workings if we show that all we are doing is multiplying the body weight by the quantity of drug. So that's for solving A. For solving question B, same as before, we would use these 408 milligrams, and we want to divide it in equal doses over the day, giving the drug every 6 hours. So every 6 hours, we have 4 lots of 6 hours in a day. So we simply have to divide this 408 by 4, like we did before. 102 milligrams every 6 hours. To use the same language as the question did, but of course we could say 102 milligrams per dose, or 102 milligrams 4 times a day.